Good morning. Good morning. Let me do a quick audio check here. See how we're looking. Seems like we have audio. Let's see here. Alrighty. See what we got overnight. So we opened up, kind of sold off. Decent amount of volatility, it looks like, overnight there. Just looking. 15,544. We're below the VWAP. Kind of selling back down right now. Selling back down. Morning, Visible. Thank you. Morning, T. How's it going? How was y'all's weekends? Well, it feels like we're probably gonna sell down here, but be a little patient today. See what we get. You see, we're starting out just another day. That's right. We're starting out down $9. I took a trade at open last night thinking we might push up, and we did not. So I covered there for just break even, basically. Just for break even. Weekend was great. Oh gosh, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. I felt like it was coming, but I wasn't sure. Um, yeah, my weekend was all right. I didn't really do much. The the family dog did. My girlfriend's dog passed away on Friday, so that was kind of a sad day there. But he was 15 years old, so he lived a nice long life. But yeah, he passed away on Friday. Didn't really do too much though. Other than that, I had to cut grass this weekend, so cut my grass, cut her grass. Pretty much it. Pretty much it. Let's see. Oh yeah, he was a good dog. He just it was just his time. It happens. Let's see what we got here. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Pushing back up. Wow, blasting through here. Darn. Guess we should have took that should have took that entry there. Should have pushed the button. See if it pulls back into the VWAP here. Let's see. Let's see. And that was a pump right there. I wasn't even. Well, I guess it's only really. Oh, this is 25 points. If you guys haven't already hit that like button for me, subscribe. I think we're exactly at 150 subscribers. So this week we're going to be trying to hit that 200. ES was already above the VWAP. Gonna try something out a little different this morning. Gonna kind of look for a little bit bigger of a move. Doing with 2 contracts. Gonna try to leave on a runner today, if we can. So just looking at this entry off of the 1 minute chart here. Looks like, yeah. I have to move that up if this candle closes higher. I haven't seen this kind of volatility at open in a while. Oh, we got tagged in there. So looking for this thing to take out the high day liquidity. Trying to push up here. So I think I'll take one off, probably 65, and then we'll let that other one run to the high a day if we can get that. We'll see here. That'll be the idea there. Nice little push right there. See if we can push right through there. All right. Now we can put our stop. Break even there. See if we can't get this push straight through high a day. Actually, I'm going to lock in. I'll lock in $100 on that trade. If we get stopped out on that, I'm fine, but I'd like to see the push through high a day here strong. I'll probably regret it, but I'm going to lock in 200. Oh, actually, that was just 150. No. Yeah, I probably should have just let that one run. That was my idea there. I don't know why I moved that up so fast. Probably shouldn't have. All right, all right. Nice to start the week off with a nice little $350 win there. Can't complain about that. Nice and easy. That's easy to read there. ES made a new high up to 45.68, so probably pretty solid idea that maybe this could continue higher. Let's kind of see what we can do here. T, did you are you trading this morning? Did you get in on any of that? I know sometimes you don't trade the London, right? Waiting for now. Missed the long. It's so funny. We had that nice blast up. And I mean, I do this quite a bit, as you know, T. I put that runner on. There's really no reason to close it there. I should have just let it run, put it at break even. If it stops me, who cares? And just let it go. I mean, chances are it probably would have stopped me for break even, but I really think this thing will take out that 74, 75 area. I think anyway. Still getting used to Ninja Trader off the screen here. I'm still kind of a rookie when it comes to this. Getting a little better at it, though. Usually just watch from time to time you enter. Not a bad idea. That was a welcome surprise this morning. Didn't figure that would, wasn't expecting it, I guess what I'll say. Wasn't expecting it. Nothing is stopping you from entering on a retracement. Yeah, that's true. It's trying to do that now. It usually offers 2 entries too. It's kind of what I find, but let's see what happens here. Did we? So we just made relatively equal highs here. I mean, where did it get this high at? So I don't see, I guess maybe here. That, oh yeah, that right there. I was like, I don't see where it hit that. So we're expecting some nice volatility today in the New York session. Let's see, if it comes to 15,545, you might take a long targeting those equal highs. Yeah. Why are you picking 545? Is that, what are you coming up with that number? Just looking here. Just curious. Oh, look at that. Didn't quite get back to my entry though. Do I want to re-enter? Lucky number. Oh, all right. Nothing wrong with that. I was just curious. As I'm looking and I don't really see, well, maybe 42. You know, you got kind of, oh, something's going on over here. You got kind of this area, I think, would be a decent target for an entry, on a nice retracement. Just pumping out of there right now, huh? I don't know. Everybody's saying that. Look at there. 74 almost. I'm currently long off stream here. Let's see. Am I stopped out? Oh, I'm stopped out. Oh, I took profit. Not mad at it. Look at there, right through the 75. That's what I was saying, like holding that runner. That was just pretty clear what was going to happen there. Possible move to 600. It could be. Be aware. uh, Pump it up into the 77 area. Let's see if this thing does offer us another entry. If it does, I think I'll take it. I'm thinking that 50 area, T, because you got this higher gap there, and the VWAP and the 50 level, they're all together. But we'll see. Is Bubba in here? I don't know if Bubba's here. I hadn't seen Bubba in a few nights. I keep asking if he's in here, but he hasn't been here in a while. Last few nights. Mornings, whatever you want to call it. Whatever it is where you're at. Yeah, I could have got in right there for that little retest. I guess I wasn't even looking. 59. It's like we do have a pivot up here at the 93, 94 area. '93, '94 area. Let's kind of see here. I'm trying some new stuff off stream here. If it works out, I'll show you guys on stream later on. So yeah, it's pushing all the way up here. This thing does look like it kind of wants that 16,000 level again, is that, or 15,600. You guys think it's going to be some crazy action during the New York session today? Volatility. I guess apparently there's some expectations. Yep. Traded up into that 85 area, so definitely undershot the what I thought that might could go to. That's kind of my point of a runner, though. I should have left that runner on, but that could have easily just stopped me out break even there, and I guess that's what I was worried about. But break even's break even. Who cares? That's the point of it, right? That's the point of it. Lost 1 out of 5. Oh, we got something else going on here. Something else going on over here. Getting a little bit of a pullback into that 80 level now. Getting a little pullback here. Let's see. I think it's just going to pop right through there. Probably hit that 94, 95 level, though. Let's pay attention. See if this thing just pumps right through here, if it pulls back more. Let's see. All right. I think this thing is going to push right through that. At least up to that 94 area before we get some resistance, real resistance. How's the ES doing with his short? Oh yeah, he's out. I can bring it up for you. Let me look. I may have to scroll back a bit. He got out of it last week. He got out of it last week for a loss. I want to see if he ever posted it. Let me see what his final tally was. Just trying to see where he ended up the short at. He did average. He was able to average out of it. He closed it, oddly enough, before he would have kind of got back to close to break even. Looks like he lost around $12,000 total on it. Which, considering as much as he was down, wasn't bad. So he lost 12 grand on that one play. And then he, he took this little trade here afterwards. So he made 40,000 there. And yeah, he did okay after that. I don't think he's had a loser since then, but he just posted actually. He said he went long on the SPX at 45.66 ES. 45.66. Okay, ES. Long SPX and ES. 45.66 on ES. He's got his limit exit for 4,600. So he's long on the ES from 45.66 currently. Stop at 49. He's only risking 11 on this one, he says. Only risking 11. Yeah, because that was yep, that was just a few minutes ago. So there you go. I don't know if I have the confidence to just go long and hold it. Maybe it is the play. Don't know. Yeah, so he did end up covering that short, which, yeah, I thought he held it way too long anyway. He should have just took the loss and been good with it. That's the reason why you can't just blindly follow somebody, too. That's what a lot of people do with him, and you end up losing your account that way because he's probably got much more ability to hold through some drawdown. I'll get some volatility here now. Getting some volatility now. Might get that pullback that we were thinking of. I kind of want to take a short here just for this little ride down into the 50s, but this thing could just pop right back out of here, so dangerous to be thinking short. Kind of dangerous to be doing that. We'll see what happens here. See if we get a pullback deep enough for an entry, maybe in that 50 level. I'm just going to manually enter it, though. I'm not going to put a limit order on the books here because it could just blast right through there. Don't trust that VWAP during the London session as much. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers this week. We currently are at 150. I would appreciate it. If you guys are interested in trading futures and you have not, you don't want to spend a lot of money, we got 80% off coupon right there in the banner for Apex. Link in the description below. That does help support the channel as well, so appreciate it. Is this thing going to just sell? I mean, honestly, kind of feels like it, but, you know, who knows? We'll just see what price action offers us. Kind of holding up here in that 70 level. Might lose it here. Let's see. The sell-off does have a little bit of volume to it. Or pullback. Just a little bit. Pulling back down now. See how far we go. Here we go. All right. What's going on here? Back into that 56 area. All right, let's kind of see how price reacts once it gets kind of down in this area. I'm going to be very careful, though, because this could just trade back through the VWAP and come into this lower gap like it did here. Could just trade down to here. That might be a bounce area, or it could just trade through looking for this liquidity. Do have some relatively equal lows down here as well. Next target to the upside looking like that 614, 615 area. Potentially. Let's see. Looking like it might try to push out of here. I mean, it didn't quite get deep enough for me yet. I at least want to see that 54 area. This might go without me, but I kind of think it's going to offer a second entry here. Just going to kind of be careful here. Could pop out of there, but it could also drop. I guess it did bounce right off that 20 SMA. Really didn't even see that. Just perfectly ticked off the 20 SMA. Perfectly hit it. Let's see if we get a little deeper of a pullback here. Getting kind of some conflicting information here, you know, some stuff saying short, some stuff saying long. I don't know, it feels like a long to me, but I would have liked to seen a little bit deeper of a pullback. It's only 10 points off that 45 area that you were talking about, T. Just thinking that 52 area, that would have been nice. A little VWAP touch. Just trying to watch and see what happens here. Let's see. Just trying to see if there's any reason. I mean, I think this thing's just going to blast back up here, but I hate to just jump in at this point. We're going to take the long. Should have took it down there, I guess. Guess we could potentially just take a scalp. Maybe 5-point scalp or something like that. Let's see. Didn't quite make it up to that pivot either there at the 94. Didn't quite get there. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe. Trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the week. So we're going to try to get a push every single day for that. So we need about 10 per day to get there. I think we're at 150 now. Somewhere in there. I have not averaged 10 subscribers in a day since I started the channel. So kind of an aggressive goal, but I think we can do it. I might take a little scalp here to the upside. A little bit dangerous. Because I was expecting a little bit more of a deeper pullback, but let's see. All right, we're going to try it. Just a little 5 points. See if we can't get it. Stop will go to break even fairly quickly if we can. I guess we're only risking a minor amount, so there we go. I like it. Pretty basic entry there. 6. What's the maximum account copy trading in Apex? 20. 20 accounts. You have 20 accounts in Apex. They do have the copier. Allows you to do the 20 accounts at one time. You can also use a Replicanto or any of the other traders if that's what you like. Copiers. Any of the other copiers. 20 accounts. Bullinoxa is very similar to Apex. They allow 11. So between those two, you could have 31 total accounts if you wanted to. Pretty much same rules. You can trade 20 evals at one time. You can also trade the 20 funded at one time if you wanted to, once you got them funded. So it seemed like a pretty decent take profit there. 5 handles. I mean, this still could blast higher, but I was just thinking scalp in that area. Just kind of looking at this pattern. Kind of look like just a simple ABC here, you know. A little push back up. Actually, I guess this would be A, probably B. This, I don't know. I'm not great at reading those yet, but that's kind of what I was thinking. But worked out on that one. Worked out on that one. We'll see if this thing continues to push higher or not. Has the potential to see that 600 level this morning, maybe even higher. We don't have to get all of a move, though. We'll just get a little something out of it. That's good enough. Take a little something out of it. If we were a smart man, we could have been long still from our original entry. I do this every day too. I'm like, I get a decent entry on the first trade and I just take short profit. Let me see, we covered here at 65. Man, it went all the way up to 86. 20 more points. Oh. We're all millionaires in hindsight though, right? That's the way it works. Again, if you guys haven't already, hit the like button for me. Subscribe. If you're not yet subscribed, share the video. Looking to get to 200 subscribers this week. Don't want to beat a dead horse, but, you know, if you don't ask for it, you don't get it kind of deal. We do appreciate it. Helps support the channel. If you're new here, we do stream 5 days a week, London and New York. So 3 a.m. Eastern for the London session, which is what we are currently in. 9:30 a.m. Eastern for the New York. We'll be going on vacation next week, but I'll still stream the New York session or the At a minimum, the London session, at least. Probably stream some of the New York also, just maybe not. Probably not quite as long. We'll be on the beach, so we'll see. May just carry the laptop out on the beach and just stream from there. Probably be hard to hear. Hard to hear me. That is the nice thing about trading. Even if you go on vacation, you can take it with you. Can't have, my big setup with all my monitors and stuff, but we got a little travel station with 3 monitors. We make it work. Huh. Still kind of pushing here. Trying to anyway. Just kind of hanging out in this area, but this is one of those where it's tough for me to hold. Since we had that kind of initial breakout here, we did have this bit of a sell down, but not much since then. I feel okay about it though. We've taken just 2 entries this morning so far, and up 447. Pretty happy with that. ES is pushing back up into the high of day here at 70, 71. It did pull back into that 65 area. I wish, let's see here. Oh, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It's considering. Wow. That was a nice little boner candle there to the upside. Right into the 90s. As soon as the ES bonered up into the 74s. Little lightsaber. Still going. Approaching that pivot there at the 94. Looks like it does want that 40 or the 600 level there. That was a nice little move up. Nice little pop there. I'm going to answer you in the chat too there, 6, just in case you didn't hear me answer it earlier. 20 Apex accounts. So didn't quite get to that pivot there, kind of turning back down here just a little bit. Feels bad that we didn't participate in that little we weren't in that little lightsaber up there. Not going to catch them all though. Let's see here. Oh, I think I hit the wrong button. Still pushing here up into the 91s. Yes, still kind of trying to get in there. Trying to push a little higher. Well, pushed up into the 91 level, kind of basing here now. Get a little bit of a pullback before he gets the energy to maybe get on through there. Need that ES to kind of reapproach the high day there to kind of get going. So far, no trades for you. Yeah, I don't blame you there, T. I mean, there's been a couple of opportunities, but nothing, you know. Yeah, no problem, T. We'll see you later. We will be here for New York. Appreciate you watching for sure. Maybe we get some nice winners in the New York. All right. Running over something. Kind of want to take a long here. Was thinking if we pulled back into this area, we might take a long off that 80, 81 area, but didn't pull the trigger there. I would kind of like to see a little deeper of a pullback. Morning, Samir. How you doing? Hey, Bad Juju. True crime stories. How's it going? Yeah, better moves in New York. Yeah, I mean, I'm for sure of that. But this London session's not been too bad. We've had some volatility. Been pretty easily to read, easy to read as well. You can see we took a little pumped up, little pullback here. We took a little long for a little $350 winner, 360, whatever it is, 370, and then just a little $100 scalp there, but. Easy enough to read so far this morning, at least. I'm doing all right there. True crime. Almost didn't get up this morning. I was feeling so good sleeping, but then I was like, let's just get up, see what we can get. Kind of bounced right off the channel there. Got a little bit of stuff going on up here. You got the pivot here at 94. So not a huge amount of room to the upside. I mean, obviously it could just blast through that pivot, but just something to be aware of here. ES is kind of pulling back as well. Right now, looking for a short liquidity and buy side. Just take it. So you're looking for shorts, Samir. I mean, you could be right. Could be right. And True Crime, what time is it? It's currently 3:58. Guess you guys can't see that, huh? 3:59 a.m. Eastern. I'm in Georgia, United States. Where are you at, True Crime? Don't think I've asked you that before. Trying to push back up into the high day here. ES is basing right there at 72. Potentially turning back up as well. $8.59. You're in Cheshire, UK. Nice. 10 a.m. Samir. Nice and early in the morning for you guys. So that means for the New York session, I guess, what is that? 5 hours from now. So True Crime, that's going to be like 2, 3 o'clock, 2:30 p.m. And then 3:30 for Samir there. That's not bad. Not bad at all. He could get quite a bit done before having to come back for the New York session there. Just crossed over the top of the hour here just while we're getting this little bit of volatility. Yeah, exactly, True Crime. You get to trade both sessions without having to have a crazy early schedule. I mean, realistically, to me, that's almost better. Because, I mean, in New York, really, that first hour and a half, you can get what you need out of that, really. And just kind of walk away, be done at 4. I guess if you had a typical 9 to 5, it makes it a little more difficult. But I think people on the West Coast have it best who have the typical 9 to 5 because market opens at 6:30 a.m. on the West Coast. You could trade until 8 and then go to your 9 to 5 if you had one. If you had one there. I think you might be right, Samir. Kind of looks like we may trade back down at least temporarily here. Oh, we got something going on here. You only trade and tell stories on YouTube. Nothing wrong with that. Let me check your channel out. So you actually do make YouTube videos there? Let me pull you up over here. Oh, get my mic out of the way here. Oh yeah, there you are. All right, I'm gonna get you a subscribe here. I'll get you one from both accounts. There you go. I subscribed on both. I'll have to check you out there, Bad Juju. Hey, it doesn't matter if it's not, you know, since your last one, but we'll check it out. Samir shorted 15,588. Interesting there. 588. That's a pretty aggressive short there, Samir. Let's see if that works out. So far, looking pretty good. Looking like the right direction so far. Yeah, no problem. There, Bad Juju. Looks like you're already over the 500 subscribers. 645. Good job, good job. How long have you had your channel? Does feel like this is going to trade down though, Samir, so maybe your entry will be right. I mean, realistically, I think, you know, this you could target this area here. I mean, obviously low a day is not much lower, but that could be kind of the bounce area. Let's see what we got. Well, of course I did it backwards. Yeah, so if you get through that VWAP area, then maybe peel some off there, but I don't know. This thing still could just bounce. So hard to tell. Yeah, that VWAP test will be nice. 18 months? Yeah, not too bad then. It's funny how, you know, different channels do perform differently. I think I've been doing this about 9 weeks. I'm just at 150 subscribers. And other channels with similar content, you know, are 3,000-4,000 subscribers already after this amount of time. But every channel's different. And then I hear some other people that make this kind of content took them, you know, a year to get to 1,000, that sort of thing. So just got to let it go at its own pace. Yeah, testing that VWAP may not be a bad idea. That's kind of where I was thinking about for an entry earlier. We were at 52. VWAP's kind of moved up a little bit since then. So, yeah, I'm happy with the subscriber count already. I mean, I wish it was a little higher, obviously, a little faster, but can't complain. As long as the channel's growing, it's all that matters. Like I said, I'm trying to step up the pace these next few weeks, so we'll see if that happens or not. Just kind of watching here. Really got my short finger interested here. 5560 area. Yeah, I mean, I think if you trade down, I think you can at least hit that 57, you know. I mean, realistically, 51 even, kind of like right in there. You got that, got kind of this up close candle here. So maybe that area, 53.75. Be a decent target. If you wanted to be super aggressive, obviously you could target the 41 here, or even the low a day. As we know, these things are not going to hold up. I mean, you know, forever. Could just trade right back down. Let's just take a look at this move. So kind of traded back up into a 79. Would have been like, yeah, we traded to 91. So that is about, it looks pretty close to like a reversal area if that's going to hold there. So we'll see. Those just give you an idea, though. It's not always true. Market will do what it wants to do, as you know. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Keep us awake. We're up early over here. We got to stay awake. We like the interaction. Really just kidding about keeping me awake. Once I get awake, I'm pretty much awake. Let's see, where's your short at there? 15,588. So you're up about 13 points right now. I wish I could do that. I wish I could, it'd be nice to be able to kind of have the confidence to pick out a top area to short from. Whenever I've tried to do that, I always get burned. I always get burned. Get a little lightsaber to the upside here, though. Oh, little lightsaber. We got something going on here. If you build it, they will come. Russ. Oh. There you go. Sending me a virtual coffee. Thank you, True Crime. A virtual coffee. Never had one of those. Trying to pop out the other side of this channel here. Let's see what happens. Oh. Lightsaber and back up to the top here. Let's see if we can't get through 90s here. See if we can get back through 90s. There's the coffee. Thank you, True Crime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, can we get this pushed through 90? There it is. Kind of felt that was coming there. Took a little long off stream there on another account. Wait a second there. Hold on, though. Did that? Oh, that was interesting. I mean, that shot up to 92, right? Okay. I guess it's fine. I was just curious. Instead of saying order filled, it said order canceled. So I thought for a second it didn't fill me. I had my fill at 89. So, yeah, we entered along there at 84. As soon as it kind of bounced out of here, kind of a little confirmation that it was going to go. Just a little $100 winner. Nothing crazy. Shorting again, Samir, at 90. Oh. You must have got stopped on that little push up there. Well, I hope it works out for you. Didn't mean to enter against you there, but just looking at the price action, sometimes you gotta take your own entries. I was going to ask you guys if you ever wake up hungry at the London session, but you guys, it's 9 and 10 in the morning there, so yeah. Where are you at, Russ? Where are you located? Feels like I might have got out a little early here. I don't know. This thing feels like it wants that 600 level. It really does. Just got to get through that 94 pivot, and it can probably go. Which wouldn't be good for your short there, Samir, but we'll see what happens. We've been wrong plenty of times. Plenty of times we've been wrong. Need one of those coffees. 314 here. Nashville. All right. Yeah. True Crime's got you, Russ. He gave you a coffee over there. You must be in Eastern. Oh, I guess Nashville. Yeah, Eastern Tennessee. I didn't realize Nashville was an hour behind us. I guess I should have known that. I was just in Nashville, like 3 weeks ago? We took a boys trip with my kids, and we went to Nashville. We started out in Nashville, went to Louisville, Kentucky, Indianapolis, Indiana, Chicago, Illinois, Cleveland, Ohio. Went to a Cubs game up there, and then went and saw the Braves play in Cleveland. Central Time, yeah. I do seem to remember that. Seemed like we would cross over from Central to Eastern several times on that trip. Yeah, we were gone for like 11 days, I think, something like that, maybe 12. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. We only stayed like 1 or 2 nights in each city. You'd love to visit USA, but they won't let me in. Yeah, right. I don't believe that. Samir, 10 points away from your 90. Yeah. It's definitely melting back off here. I don't know, Samir. The only thing is this structure looks very bullish to me. I mean, we're trading. I mean, we can, I don't usually do this, but we're kind of just trading in this channel here since open. So kind of until it breaks that channel. Oh, it's trying to pop out. So if it's going to kind of sell down, we'll see here. Guess I probably should use that one. You see that Fred McGriff went into the Hall of Fame this weekend? Yeah. He was a great player. Visible. I enjoyed him when he joined the Braves, I think in 92. You got too many Cuba stamps on your passport. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I think it's trying to break the channel there. It looks like it's coming out of it. Yeah, a friend of mine, one of my best friends from high school, his friend owns a contracting company, and he just did some remodel work in Fred McGriff's house. This last week or two ago. He lives down in the Tampa area, Florida. Fred McGriff. You been to New York? Nothing compared to Paris. New York was way better. I've not been to New York, Samir, yet. I'd be interested in going. The difficult part for me is, to be honest with you guys, like traveling to these other cities and stuff, is that not being able to carry your weapon with you. I'm a gun lover, and I like having I carry my weapon with me everywhere I go, and have to leave it in the car in Chicago. Can't take it with you anywhere. Cleveland, you could, but Chicago, you could not. The laws are not supported there, so I'm pretty sure New York is going to be even stricter. But there's too many crazy people in the world nowadays. Not that you have to have it with you everywhere, but I feel kind of naked without it at this point. Yeah, I haven't really taken any overseas trips, so I wouldn't know what Paris is like or anything like that. I guess the only place I've really been, I've been to the Bahamas, which is kind of, your generic type vacation there. This does look like it's trying to sell down here. You almost got 20 points here, Samir. Visible, yeah, TBS and WNGM from Illulatch raised the Cubs countrywide. Yeah. Cubs were that kind of mid-afternoon, and the Braves, 7:05. Always that 05 start. 7:05. My friend who used to live here, is kind of funny that you mentioned the Braves and Cubs, because he was a huge Cubs fan. Still is. He's 40 plus years old, still collects baseball cards and sends me stuff all the time of stuff that he's collecting. Like I told you, he just his friend just did a. I think it might even be his brother-in-law. Just remodeled Fred McGriff's house. So, but he hated when Greg Maddux came to the Braves. Oh, he hated it. Even today, he doesn't like it. Which I was rooting for the Cubs in 2016 when they made it to the series and actually won it. The only problem with that is they they played the Indians, and my girlfriend's son is a huge Cleveland sports fan, so he hates it when I bring up the 2016 World Series. But yeah, exactly, Russ. That's what I'm saying. Definitely frowned upon. Still in the short, Samir. Got 10 points or 20 points there. It's pretty solid short. Pretty solid short. Think New York is like a gun-free zone. Yeah, don't have anything like yeah, they do. Exactly. That's what I mean, Rush. You cannot. So same thing in Chicago. I looked up the law. They don't support any concealed carry laws or anything from any of the other states. They don't recognize them. So you literally have to take your clip out of your gun, and they can't be in the same area. The, and the gun has to be in plain sight, which I don't like. Yeah, exactly visible. Yeah. So, and I normally carry mine on me everywhere I go. So, you know, not that you don't feel safe. It's just like, you like to have your protection on you. That's all it is. It's just a comfort thing. And not that, it's just funny. Somebody's like, oh, you could get shot in Chicago. I'm like, well, I shoot back, right? Can't shoot back if I don't have it, if I don't have my gun on me. So, still might die, but the point is, at least, you feel like you tried. Yeah, there was that wide receiver in Chicago. Who was that? Any of you guys remember who that was? I don't remember who that was. Who had a gun on a nightclub, had a gun on him in the nightclub, and he shot himself in the leg. I think he maybe played for the Giants. Who was that? Guns are illegal there. Here in the southern states, they're perfectly legal. True crime. Possibly even encouraged. So, I'm not like a crazy gun nut. I think I have. Oh yeah, Plaxico Burris. Yeah, that's right. Visible. I can't remember who that was. He was a good receiver until that happens, I guess. Until that went down. Yeah, I don't have like a crazy amount. I think I have four guns. They're all 9 millimeters. They're not anything super expensive. Got a Springfield Hellcat 9 millimeter, Glock 37, and then two Taurus G2s. Those are very cheap guns. The first two I ever got. Not even the police carry guns? Wow. Illegal in all of Europe as well. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize guns were illegal there. That's interesting. I guess there must not be that much crime there. Maybe. Maybe there's not that much crime. Didn't realize that the guns were not really legal in other areas. Let's see. Some people have them, but they would be arrested if they were found. Yeah, Russ. Plexiglass burst. Yeah, there you go. Oh. All right, Russ, you're in Nashville. Nashville. Oh yeah, I did play with the Steelers. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. What? Who's your team? You like college football? Who you got over there? All right, Samir. Hopefully you took some profit somewhere along the line, buddy. I think it's going back for that high day again. You're allowed them for hunting, but you need a license to have an undertake a mental health assessment. Oh yeah, well, I'd just say I'd have it for hunting then. Let's get a rifle. Yeah, you have to get a license here too to carry it. At least in Georgia, there are some states where you can carry without a license, but uh, not here. So I do have a license to carry mine. Took profit at 75. Good call. I guess a rifle's better than nothing, right? At least you got some form of protection. Yeah, the mental health assessment is probably not a bad idea. We probably should do that here. I think I don't think you're allowed to have one if you've ever had any mental health issues. They do. Not sure of the length that they go through to check that, but I guess you're supposed to check that you've had it if you have. All right, is this thing just going for the 600 level here? Autocorrect got you. I thought you were just being funny. Plexiglass. Yeah, he did play for the Steelers. I do remember that now. I used to follow the Steelers quite a bit back in the day. Back in those times, Ben Roethlisberger, Hines Ward, Jerome Bettis days. Really just waiting to see if this thing kind of breaks out. We've just been trading in this little range here for the last little half hour or so. Maybe last hour, really. It's a little pullback here, but for the most part, got to get above that 600 level to really get going here. Might could get interesting above there. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe. Once again, trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the week. Started the day at 150, so we'll see where we end up. But every subscriber helps. Appreciate it. If you're interested in trading futures, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you do got a link for Apex, 80% off. Link in the description, code in the banner above. All right, it's trying here. Samir, you considering shorting again? I was thinking might not be that bad of an idea. Kind of triple toppy here, but it did push through a little bit. A little bit of a risk, a little risky. Hmm. That's what I was wondering. I was like, Samir, this is his short area for sure. I just don't know if I got the stones to short right here. Shorting. Oh, I might try it. All right, we'll try it. I'm gonna move my. We'll risk a little here. I'm gonna move my stop pretty quickly though. If we get into the green. Kind of dangerous for sure. Might give back some profits here. I'm not even going to let it get back to high a day. We'll risk 5 points. I'm not as brave as Samir here. We're going to be moving the stop here pretty quickly. Like right now. Oh yeah, we're stopped out. All right, Samir, $5. I tried it. That was my tolerance. That was my risk tolerance for that. Not much. Trust the short? Yeah. It's tough for me to trust it. It probably, watch out, now that I'm stopped for 5, it'll say, pew! It'll just go down. I mean, to be honest with you, not much about this says short to me. But I just figured I would just kind of, give it a try. It's worked for Samir a couple times here, so he's done a decent job at these pullbacks. But I mean, everything about this says bullish, right? Higher low, higher low. But what do I know? I don't know. This setup here still saying, long. Let's see if we would have got the 5 points. 88 to 83. We were just looking for 5. Probably would have got it. Probably would have got it, but hey, you never know. I'd probably feel better about a long, to be honest with you, but even long and up here to me that make too much sense. Got the pivot there, the whole number. But I would feel more comfortable with the long than I would a short, but a small scalp short I think is fine. Probably would be fine. Pulling back a little bit here, Samir. Let's see what we get. Oh, up, up, up. What's your target on this one, Samir? What you thinking? Maybe this area. 80. Got a small imbalance here that probably wants to get filled. I don't know that you're going to get very much more sell-off, though, if we just continue putting in higher lows here. 80 area might make sense. Yeah. Yeah, trading against the trend. Yeah, that's what, I try to stick to the trend as your friend. I don't always do it, but I almost want a long here, to be honest, but that pivot being there and stuff. Just rejected it the first time there. How do you guys do trading the London session? You guys normally do pretty well, or you just more or less just watch? Sometimes I do pretty decent in the London session. Sometimes I struggle. All right, Samir. Could have got my 5 points, looks like, but we didn't trust it. Yeah, I mean, I would at least target this area. I don't know. I mean, maybe take some off there. It might trade back down. Could just start selling off. Who really knows? You never know, right? True Crime prefers New York. Yeah, me too. I kind of prefer the New York session too because it's a little quicker. Sometimes I can enter a trade in New York. 50-50 London session, Samir. Sometimes I enter a trade in New York with like a 10 handle take profit, and I won't even have time to move it up, and it'll be filled like almost immediately. It's like order filled, order filled. That is a good feeling, but then again, it's like, well, I guess I probably left some on the table there. You're more into the New York session there, Samir. Yeah, I don't blame you there. All right, we're back to that imbalance there. Let's kind of see what happens here. So I traded into the imbalance. See if it bounces out of there, or if it just continues through it. I really didn't see that imbalance till after I closed the short. That might have given me a little more confidence that it would have at least traded back to here, but this might be a solid short for you. This thing looks like it might. I want to sell this time. Maybe we just reject that pivot and just sell off. Russ says it rotates so much in the London session to him. Yeah. I mean, really, like I said, I mean, you could almost just throw you a little rectangle in here. I mean, we've been in this area for some time. We did kind of fake out to the downside there, but just kind of been trading in this little idiot box is what I call it. It's what we call it. It's kind of trading in this idiot box pretty much. There's some points to be had in there, but not a whole lot. I mean, you can see you're not really getting, I mean, that first move this morning got some separation. Since then, not really any separation in the bands at all. Maybe 70. Could be. I almost want to try a little scalp long here. Should have pressed the button already if we were going to do that, though. Yeah, there is a gap here, Samir, but that is not, there's no structure shift here. So you'd have to have this really trade below this swing low here for this to be valid. So I have to break 70, then maybe trade back up and then trade down. I don't see a shift on that one. I mean, there is one on the 1 minute, but I probably wouldn't trust that. Do you see the same thing kind of happen here? Traded down, let this little gap, but it just traded right through it. So you'd really want to see it shift beyond, you know. I guess there is a swing low there, a swing low here. I like to use the 5 minutes chart for my little, if I'm looking for a structure shift or whatever. So all the 5 minute would have to trade through the 70 area there for sure. Then you maybe target the 57 area, possibly. But it's just really kind of ranging here to me. I mean, like I said, long feels a little bit more like the play here, but then again, so if you're just looking at this little structure here, we got like an A leg here, nice A leg up, B leg down. So the B leg didn't break the low of this leg. So it would seem to me that the next leg, C leg, is going to be back up. But I don't know. What time is that? 4:23. So kind of higher volume move up there, lower volume move down, which makes it a little easier to flip back to the upside. So it kind of seems to me like this thing's probably going to move back to the top of the range. I don't know. I could be wrong. We could be wrong, but that's my feeling about it. That would also keep it in line with this channel, like, you know, kind of testing the bottom of that channel there. It's got to really hold here for this higher low to stay in play. If it kind of doesn't hold this area, then you could really get the sell down, but I feel like it'll probably hold it, but who knows. Who really knows? It's kind of going sideways right now, to be honest. Breaks out of the idiot box here, Samir, then I think you might be in business. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to try a little scalp to the upside here. Just going to put my stop at the bottom of the box. Kind of the low of that candle there. Mm, 72 maybe. Yeah, I just got to put it at the bottom of that candle there. So I want to see a little pop right here, back into that 80 level. Moving the stop too soon, but should go here. If it doesn't go, then I don't want to be in it anyway. So come on. You got more. We're locking in $5 here, guys. $10. Big winner. It's got to push now if it's going to push. All right, locking in a little bit here. $25. $20. Just kind of a scalp play there. Nothing to write home about. Just kind of felt like it would probably pop, but just not going at my pace there. Shorting again. What'd you miss? I don't know. Well, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Once again, I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of this week, and we're currently in the 150 range. Currently in the 150 range here, and so we're going to need about 10 per day to get there. If you are interested in trading futures, we do have a coupon code up in the banner there for 80% off Apex, link in the description. That's going to do it for me this morning. So we're locking in $462 in profit here, $96 off stream. So about $550 this morning. I got to get to bed and get some sleep, get rested up. I will be back for the New York session at 9:30. So if you guys like this content, then join me for that New York session. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys then for New York.